Uh, well, welcome. This is actually the first Arena alumni profile that we're doing. And we have a special guest, Nanette Alvarado, who was just a campaign manager for Ritchie Torres' NY-15 Congressional race in the Bronx. The election was this past Tuesday, and it looks like Ritchie's going to come out victorious. Right now, he has about 4,500 vote lead going into the absentee ballot count, but all signs seem extremely positive for him and his campaign. So we're really fortunate to have Nanette. So how you doing?
Good, good. Thank you for having me. First off, I am tired, but I am anxious to know so that we can just get right on governing.
Awesome, awesome. So tell me a little bit who you are. Why did you get involved with the campaign, and why did you want to become the campaign manager for the campaign?
Well, I had worked for Ritchie prior to when Ritchie decided he was going to run for Congress, and I had seen firsthand how much he cared about his constituents, how much work he put into the city council position he had. So when the campaign came about, when he decided he was going to run for Congress, I wanted to use my campaign experience to be able to help him get there. And Ritchie gave me the privilege, like I had the privilege of being part of the team to make sure that we got there.
Awesome.
So for me, the campaign was just an extension of the government work we had been doing, and grateful to do it.
Cool. Well, I know you went to the Arena Phoenix Academy. What did you learn there, and how did it prepare you for this race?
I think the main thing I learned is respecting others, to be conscious of everybody around you, and to use the respect to be able to get the job done. And it starts from the top. Ritchie has always been very respectful. He was able to choose anyone to do this job, and he chose me, a 26-year-old Latina. So I am grateful to him and grateful to the respect that he's given me. And I made sure to give that to every member of our staff, every volunteer that walked into the door, made sure that they knew that they were an essential part of our campaign and that we were grateful to have them there. But again, it started at the top. The way Ritchie treated me, I made sure to treat everyone. And he did too. He'd come into the office, he'd make sure to say thank you to every volunteer, every phone banker, every person that went out to the polls, everyone that represented him. He made sure that they knew how grateful he was. So it was easier for me to do the same.
Awesome. Well, this race was an extremely crowded race with a lot of New York City big name politicians like Ruben Diaz Sr., Melissa Mark-Ruggiero, Michael Blake. What was your strategy to promote Ritchie and make sure that you got his message across to voters?
We wanted to build a broad coalition of young, old, no matter where they came from. And I think Ritchie was able to relate to most voters in the fact that he struggled. He lived in NYCHA. He went through so much. He struggled with depression and anxiety. And we made sure that they saw a bit of themselves in Ritchie, because Ritchie, when he aims to represent all of the South Bronx, that was genuinely our mission, to make sure that everybody knew that he wasn't some out of touch figure with his constituents, that he had lived those circumstances and he genuinely just wanted to improve the conditions. So we made sure that they knew where Ritchie stood on the issues from lived experience, not looking in from as an outsider's point of view. So that's what our main goal was. So we used that to form a broad coalition, no matter the skin color, no matter the age group, to get where we needed to be, and which is here, thankfully.
Awesome. Do you have any advice for future campaign staffers looking to jump into electoral work?
No matter how much work you have to put in, no matter how discouraging it may be, no matter what you read in the press, no matter the negative storylines that come out, keep on working. Keep on sticking to your goals. Keep on making sure people know how great your candidate is. And I got lucky. I have an amazing candidate, and it was easy for me to speak volumes of Ritchie. So no matter what was coming out, no matter what people said, we just kept working. And it was like, okay, we're going to lose some people here and there, but you know what? As long as we get the message across that Ritchie's always going to be there, no matter if you vote for him or not, He's always going to work. He will work for everyone. We just kept going. So that's my advice to them. No matter how discouraging it may be, no matter what you read, keep on working, keep on trying, because you don't know what the outcome is until the outcome's out.
Yeah. So what's next for you? Are you going to join Ritchie in DC? Do you want to hop on another campaign? What do you want to do?
I will most likely be joining Ritchie in his district office. I'm a New York City girl, so I plan to stay here. And I feel as though working in his office is the most gratifying job I can have. Being able to help constituents, being able to help people with the tiniest problems, from small problems to big issues like housing conditions. You know, I feel as though I can do my best work representing him here in the Bronx.
Awesome. Well, that's all the questions I have. Do you want to say a last line for everyone that's listening?
I want to thank, first off, Arena for hosting us and being a proud supporter of Ritchie. They saw in him what I see in him every day, how intelligent, how hardworking, how dedicated he is to what he wants to bring to the South Bronx. So I thank you. And to all the listeners, just keep going. No matter how many people are in the race, no matter what it seems like, no matter how things seem like they're going to be, just keep pushing. You never know. You never know until the day it's here. And we're still waiting. We still don't know for sure, but we feel good. So just keep on working, keep on trying. That's my advice.
Awesome. Well, thank you for giving me a few minutes of your day. I know you're going to be really busy for the next few weeks, but good luck. And if you need our help, let us know.
Okay. Thank you, Chris.